There have been countless people who made snap judgments about you without ever learning the truth. They didn't know the real you, your soul, your character, or how you approached life. Instead, they formed opinions based on gossip and assumptions, seeing you through the lens of others' biases. Whether they were fond of you or not, they cast judgments without any true understanding. They were eager to point out flaws, which is why God had to step in and reveal these individuals for who they truly are. He removed the blinders from your eyes, showing you their true colors, and this is why he had to distance you from them. They expected you to fail, to be left without support or direction. But their assumptions couldn't have been more wrong. The negativity they spoke over your life didn't manifest because you aren't who they tried to paint you to be. While they saw your life heading in a downward spiral, God was quietly steering things in your favor. Now those same people are bewildered. They whisper, trying to piece together who you've become. A leader, anointed by God, someone with divine wisdom and strength. They can't reconcile this version of you with the person they once thought you were. The truth is, you've changed. The transformation you've undergone is because of the time you've spent nurturing your relationship with God. Those who lack that connection with Him won't grasp how deeply you've grown. They may follow religious customs and traditions, but they don't have the same personal bond with God that you do. That's why they're still judging you based on outdated perceptions, while you've moved on. They thought they could control you, mistreat you, but you've stepped into your God-given authority and won't accept such treatment anymore. You don't need to fight those battles anymore because you know your identity in God. You've outgrown their negativity, and they can't drag you down to their level anymore. While they try to pull you back, you're climbing higher in spirit, in mind, and in heart. You're in a space they can't reach or understand, and that frustrates them. They judged you harshly, without ever looking at their own lives. The very things they criticized you for were often reflections of their own shortcomings. They tried to dismiss you, labeling you as something you're not, but deep down, you're simply a person striving to do what's right. You've moved beyond past errors, knowing that God is shaping you into a better version of yourself. These people have no right to judge you because they've had their own failures and mistakes. Only God, who calls us to strive for righteousness, has the authority to judge. Meanwhile, these same people don't even live according to God's ways themselves. They take from others, engage in destructive behavior, and still act as though they are better than you. Their judgment of you was baseless, and now they must face the consequences of their own actions. You no longer need to concern yourself with their opinions because God is defending you. Where are those who once condemned you? Nowhere to be found. Just as Jesus rose on the third day and left the tomb behind, you've risen above their reach. They're looking for you in the same places they once left you, but you've moved on to new heights, elevated by God's hand. Those who gossiped about you and spread lies are now lost in confusion because you've distanced yourself from them. Your future is bright, and you're not preoccupied with their judgment anymore. God is your guide and protector, and they have no control over your destiny. They wanted to hold you back, but only God has the power to direct your path. They threw stones of criticism your way without taking the time to understand who you truly are. But their judgments are irrelevant now because God is the one who will bring justice. They judged you without ever really knowing you, but it's time for them to face their own issues. Let go of their negativity, for God has already cleared your name. Their envy and bitterness will never stand against the power of God's protection over your life. Every weapon they try to form against you will fail because God is on your side. You've been hidden in God's care, and no scheme against you will succeed. Dear God, I thank you for the divine protection and the clarity you have given me. I ask that you continue to shield me from those who cast unnecessary judgment, and remind me always of my worth in you. May your truth always guide me, lifting me above the negativity of others. And may your love continue to transform me into who you've called me to be. Help me forgive those who misunderstand me, and strengthen my spirit to focus on your purpose for my life. Amen.